Sitting in his Essex home, 37-year-old security guard Gavin Plumb quietly taps away at his computer, adding to his growing shopping list. It's December 2021, but he isn't looking for Christmas presents. He's looking at supplies to help him kidnap and murder celebrity star Holly Willoughby, charged with soliciting murder, incitement to kidnap and commit rape. This is the shocking story of how one man's obsession can grow dangerously out of control. This is Gavin Plumb. Obsession. From the secrecy of his flat in Harlow, Essex, Plumb's growing infatuation with the television presenter was left unchecked. Found with over 10,000 photos of Willoughby on his mobile phone alone, Plumb had a clearly unhealthy obsession with the TV presenter. But what made it so dangerous was Plumb's inability to keep the sordid thoughts restrained to his dark imagination. Just briefly, please consider liking and subscribing. This will really help the channel grow and get bigger and better content out. Thank you. In 2006, Plumb was convicted for attempting to kidnap 2 female staff whilst getting off a train, using a replica firearm and a threatening note. And in 2008, Plumb was further convicted for false imprisonment after attempting to tie up 2 teenage girls inside a Woolworths stockroom. Despite this dangerous display of behavior, after a short 16-month stint in prison, Plumb was free to manifest his fantasies into reality once more. Plumb had a brief stint of fame when in 2017 he appeared on a short BBC documentary that told of his weight loss struggles and his plans for gastric surgery. Claiming to have not left his flat in over 3 years due to his size, he successfully completed the complex procedure and enjoys the newfound freedom. Plumb even vowed to return to playing sports, stating, "I'm looking to get back into football as well, and I've found an area near me that has a team. Once I get the all clear, that's where I'll be going." But rather than making the most of his new life, Plumb fell into a dark state of obsession, and not just with Willoughby. Essex Police Detective Constable Will Belsham told Chelmsford Crown Court that there was so much material on Plumb's mobile phone and other devices that we could only examine about 10% of it. So much that we had to operate a filtering process. They were in the millions. Plumb was even found to have had 86 AI deepfake pornographic videos of Willoughby. Despite finding a job as a shopping centre security guard, Plumb had plenty of time on his hands. It's not clear how Willoughby came to be the unlucky fixation in Plumb's sordid mind. Word documents found on his computer had a list of what he named wishes, with Willoughby at the top. But what is clear is just how determined he was to make his obsessions reality. After researching how to travel to Willoughby's home in West London, the CCTV cameras in the vicinity and notes on her security staff, Plumb took to the help of other internet deviants to make his plan watertight. Posing on online messenger service Kik under the username Big Bear, Plumb was an avid member of an online group labeled Abduct Lovers. He began a friendship with a man known only as Mark and shared his specific plans on Willoughby, including how to break into the property. But what Plumb didn't imagine was that one member of the group was a US detective working undercover. Blissfully unaware of the case building against him thousands of miles away, Plumb continued to plan the kidnap. He purchased over 400 heavy-duty metal cable ties, a gagging kit including ankle shackles, ball gags and handcuffs, and 2 bottles of chloroform which he planned to use on Willoughby during the initial kidnap attempt. Plumb then attempted to book a tour of the ITV studios Willoughby was working at, making specific requests to meet the crew, but this didn't take place. After booking 10 days off of work, Plumb then travelled to an abandoned stud farm, complete with animal cells, which he planned to keep Willoughby in for a prolonged period. At this stage, Plumb became too overconfident. Further messages sent to his associate Mark stated, "Just the thought of finally getting her is turning me on. I'm actually looking forward to doing it." I'm at the point where I don't care about the risks or consequences. Plumb even goes as far as to message Willoughby on social media, stating, "Hi Holly, I doubt you'll even reply, but I wanted to see if you are aware that there is some very real-looking images of you online." Plumb continued to share his unsophisticated plans among the online group, totally oblivious that the undercover US detective from the Owatonna Police Department in Minnesota was documenting his every word. Known only as the alias David Nelson, the officer passed his findings to the FBI, who in turn alerted the Metropolitan Police. At 9:43 p.m. on October 4, 2023, officers forced entry into the home of Plumb and found him sitting at a desk in the living room in a total state of shock. At 9:45 p.m., Plumb was arrested for conspiracy to kidnap in relation to Holly Willoughby. Unsurprisingly, his reply was,
"Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, she's a fantasy of mine. I mean, she's a fantasy of a lot of guys, isn't she?" Right.
Plumb's laptop and mobile phone were seized and downloaded by police, which provided a treasure trove of evidence, but not just for the planned kidnap. Thousands of messages and voice notes exposed Plumb's plan of action to falsely imprison Willoughby, rape her and eventually murder her, and then dispose of the body near the stud farm. He explains in downloaded voice notes,
Plan of action, I'll give you a brief rundown. Basically, we're going to hit it at night, less traffic on the road, etc. Chloroform both of them. That way then they can both be easily restrained. Pick out outfits of hers that we like, and then obviously take her and the outfits with us, and then we're gone.
With all the evidence needed for officers to charge for the offences of soliciting murder and incitement to commit kidnap and rape, Plumb was remanded for 8 months in prison, until his trial on June 24, 2024 at Chelmsford Crown Court in Essex. The trial continues.